First off, let me talk my... Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my... It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on my...
It's week 6 of the 2023 season, and we've got J.C. Jackson, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Chargers and the Bills on Sunday night primetime.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great... Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Fighting through, he's got space. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. This is taken in by McBride. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Trey McBride hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he coughed it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's McBride complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Herbert now. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, and this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Trey McBride with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point, and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, it's Tony. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Trey McBride and the rest of this offense headed back out now. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he finds Corey Davis. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st down, Lawrence. Over the middle incomplete. That's Arnold. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Up the middle with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. It's Eckler again. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the blood.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Gets past one man, and he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So here are the Chargers to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On the move past the 40. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Herbert's throw there complete to Mooney. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Touchdown, Chargers. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? The running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Shakes off the sack. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. A nice saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Left side to Lamb. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence completes it to Davis.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They're going to get 15 more on top of this.
You see this a lot on corner blitzes because they don't often get a shot at the quarterback, so they want to take it when they can. But this time, the hit came too late. Easy call for the official.
Eckler now between the tackles. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Eckler. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Okay, CD, 2nd quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people...
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Austin Eckler. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
This taken in at the goal line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip the cap to them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Lawrence. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Trey McBride on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to locker room just a little more animated.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Lawrence. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken it around the 40.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Herbert on first down now. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, he's going to let this one go deep. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
Justin Herbert and the rest of the Charger offense set to take over once more.
And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Touchdown, Bills! Zach Ertz, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bills take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Herbert drops this underneath for Chandler.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Here's Herbert. And he'll will be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. There he goes left side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Bills 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Possession switching back now to the Chargers. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And he comes back with one complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape over their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Pushes him over. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Ready?
1st down, Bill.
Here's Lawrence.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Corey Davis. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So out come the Chargers. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete to McBride. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, a quick throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Herbert back to the air. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert now. There's Mooney with another catch. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table. After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, Herbert. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 21. Now it's Herbert. Down inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From the 45 on 2nd down, Lawrence. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Break.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll get this to Eckler. Touchdown, Bills! Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Bills have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Chargers 35.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll go again with Kelly. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Lawrence. That is caught by Lamb. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 yards there. The Bills have a 1st down. Now Lawrence. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Chargers getting set to go. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher. Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The handoff, it's Eckler.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Lawrence will throw.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Lawrence. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
The quick slant caught. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 21.
He'll throw from the gun. Drops this underneath for Chandler.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down.
Herbert. This is taken in by McBride.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Herbert throwing again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. Able to get this one to McBride. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Darnell Mooney
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
To the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he's across for 2 points. What a gutsy call right there with the fake blitz. And they get the 2 instead of 1. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what was...
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.